you ever get that feeling like you're just operating on a different frequency than everyone else? Like you see the world through this filter and you're picking up on all these little things that other people seem to miss. Yeah, let's explore that feeling. Let's go into that quiet internal space together. And here's the thing, it's not really about being physically alone, is it? You can be in a room that's full of people. You can be laughing and talking and still have this profound sense of isolation, like you're behind a pane of glass. It's the feeling of being fundamentally, completely unseen. For a lot of us, it starts with this strange role that you kind of fall into, the one you never really asked for. You just naturally become the observer, the quiet confidant. It's almost automatic, isn't it? You could just be standing in line for a coffee or sitting on a bench, and suddenly a complete stranger is telling you their entire life story. You didn't prompt it, you didn't ask for it, but people just feel safe opening up to you. And just like that, you become the keeper of their stories. And this is where you start to notice the imbalance. You know, you give people a space to feel lighter. You always seem to have the right words. You're their constant support. They walk away feeling better. But the exchange, it's not always equal. You observe the weight of all those stories. But when it's your turn, when you need to explain what's going on inside your head, the words just don't come as easily. And so you're often left holding it all together, alone. And a huge part of why it's so hard to explain is that your internal world, it's just not that simple. Your mind is always working, always processing, always digging for something deeper. For you, a conversation doesn't just end when you walk away. You find yourself replaying it, don't you? Hours, sometimes even days later. And you're not just replaying the words, you're trying to decode everything else. The intention, the emotion, the little shift in their tone, that pause that felt just a second too long. Because, you just feel that the real meaning, the real story, is almost never in the words people say out loud. It's in everything they don't say. And that right there, that's the double-edged sword, isn't it? This ability is a gift. It makes you incredibly insightful and a wonderful friend. But man, is it also a constant drain on your energy. It's just exhausting. So when you put all that together, this mind that's always running, and this role as the emotional anchor for everyone else, it creates a very specific kind of loneliness. A quiet, persistent feeling of being misunderstood. So what do? Well, you learn to cope. You figure out pretty quickly that trying to explain the full, complex picture inside your head can overwhelm people. So you simplify yourself. You offer up a version of you that's easier to digest, more agreeable, less deep. And after years of doing this, a quiet little question starts to whisper in the back of your mind. If I'm constantly shape-shifting to make other people comfortable, is there anyone who actually knows the real me? That imbalance we talked about earlier, well, it eventually hits a tipping point. It's a slow burn. You consistently give more emotional energy than you get back. And over months, maybe years, that deficit just grows and grows. And when you finally can't carry it anymore, you don't explode. You don't start a fight. You just retreat. You go quiet. And this is the disconnect that's so hard for other people to get. To them, your withdrawal feels like it came out of nowhere. It seems abrupt, maybe even cold. But for you, it's not sudden at all. It's the final necessary step in a long, slow burnout that's been building silently for a very long time. Now, if all of this is sounding deeply, deeply familiar, it's because it's not random. These aren't just a collection of weird quirks. It's actually a recognizable pattern. Some people call this the INFJ pattern, but don't get too hung up on the label. Just think of it like a map that describes this experience of living in two worlds at once, that calm, helpful world on the outside, and that rich, complex inner world where you're always searching for a deeper meaning. And that's really the core of it all. It's not that you don't want to connect with people, it's that you crave something real. You want to get past all the small talk and straight to the stuff that matters, to depth, to honesty, to real mutual understanding. So if this is the pattern, the big question becomes, how do you live this way without constantly burning out? And the answer, really, it all comes down to learning how to protect your energy. So think of these as little permissions you can start giving yourself. First, your emotional energy is not an infinite well. It's a resource and it can run out. Second, It is absolutely okay to pull away to recharge. It's not selfish, it's essential. And maybe the most important one, true, real connection will never ask you to erase yourself to make it happen. And that's the real power here. Just seeing the pattern changes everything. It's not an excuse, it's an explanation. And once you see how you're wired, you get to have a choice. You can decide which parts of this serve you and which parts you might want to consciously change. So, the last thing I want to leave you with is this. If you've spent your life being told that you're too sensitive or too intense or that you just think too much, maybe consider the possibility that you're not too anything. You might just be wired this way. And there is a quiet, incredible strength in all that depth.